morning, everyone. Welcome to our Dulcimer lesson for today, and I have some helpers with me because we're going to play a medley of tunes, of fiddle tunes put together. They're called Fiddlin Around, and we're going to take one part at a time. So if you've got your dulcimer in your lap, please play along with us. Fiddlin Around. The first part is very familiar to us. It's Wild and Cabbage. Everybody knows this one, so let's play it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Part of this song that's going to be underlying the whole medley of tunes, so that's a very important part. So some of you will be playing that and continuously through the whole medley. Now the second part is part of a song that I gave you last year. It's the B part of Soldier's Joy. So let's look at that together. Everything that we play is down in the first 3 frets on this one, so we don't move our fingers hardly at all. We do have some chords there, and the chords are not really necessary to the tune. If you want to just play the melody, if you're a beginner and you just want to play the melody string, you could do that and strum across. It sounds a lot better though if you can do the chords. So this is the way it sounds. We'll play it through twice for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. With us this time. Starting, this will be the third line of the song. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold that last note of the part for 4 beats, so that's why I keep counting that 2, 3, 4. Now the next part is called John Ryan's Polka, and again this is just part of that polka, not the whole thing. This one is a little different because the timing is different. We have some 8th notes in this one. So I want you to listen, and we'll play it through twice for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's talk about the right hand in this part, because the right hand, since we have 8th notes, is going to do a little in and out strum. So the beat would be 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4. So you heard me clap a little faster in some parts. That's the part, those are the parts that we're going to do our in and out strum. So the first measure 17 of the song, the first line of John Ryan's polka, the first measure is we have to have that in and out strum. So watch my fingers. Out, 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 in, out. So that 0, 1, 2 is good. Out, in, out. And why do we want to be sure we do that right strum? Because we're not going to be able to keep up with everybody else if we're trying to do everything on an out strum. So the measure, the third measure of that part, we have again the same exact, we play the same exact things. So we out, in, out. Now the last measure, last two measures of the song, we start with an out in strum. So we're next to the last measure of this part. 2, 1, 2, bum, 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 bum. And notice we go to the middle string there, that 1, 2 chord, and then the nothing on the melody string. So what I'm doing is I'm going 2, 1, 0. I'm playing that 101 chord, and then I'm putting my thumb. I'm playing the 101 chord with my pointer and my ring. Always play it like that, if you can, because that gives your middle finger a chance to go down on the middle string if you need it, and also your thumb can go on that second fret there in the middle string. So I hope you see where I am. This would be measure 23. 2, 1, 0, 101, thumb on the 2, and then out. So let's try that. We're going to go very slowly because this song gets progressively harder as we move through the different parts. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. First page of the tune, and let's put it all together, starting at the top and going through the first page. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beginner and novice to work on that first page, and of course you can go on with the song with the tune if you would like to, because like I said, it gets progressively harder. The next part is called Tell My Ma, and this is part of the song of the same name. and we'll play that part with you, for you. Let's play it twice. 1, 2, 3, 4. That last measure of that part, we hold that last note is a half note. We hold it for 2 beats, so it's counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have again some eighth notes that we're going to be strumming in and out. If you look at measure 26, which is the second measure of that tune, you get a little surprise there because it's played like this. So what I'm doing is having my thumb on the 3rd fret and my the 1st fret, my middle finger, the middle string, the 1st fret, my middle finger's there. So I have, and then I'm going to put my ring finger down real quick when we play that 0, 1, 1 chord. So it's, what I do is just, you could actually have your ring finger already there, and you're just going to pick up your the thumb on the 3rd fret and play the 1, 0, 1, 1 chord, and that's an outed and strum. Measure, we've got another out and strum. And then the hardest thing of this whole part of this tune is that, again, 101 chord. I'm playing it with my ring and my pointer. My thumb is free to do the part on the middle string, so it's 101. Let me start it. And my 3rd finger is free. So I've got 101, and then thumb on the 2, my middle finger goes down on the 1 on the middle string, and then there's not a whole lot of movement on there. Practice. Let's do that several times. So 101 chord, play it with your ring and your pointer, because you're going to need that middle finger on that middle string in just a little bit. So it's 101, thumb on the 2, and then the middle finger on the 1, and then pick up the middle finger. So let's try that again. Okay, 101, ring and pointer, then pick up 2 with your thumb, put your middle finger on the 1 on the middle, and pick it up. That's the last note. So let's do that several times. You ready? Everybody see where we are? Last measure of the 1st line of Tell My Ma. Here we go. 101, 2, 1, go. Again. One more time. And then the rest of the song is that part is fairly easy. So let's play Tell My Mom. And again, this was especially my more advanced students, intermediate advanced. I want you to really master this part. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. fingers get that memory, it won't be hard for you to play that part. Now the more difficult, the most difficult of all this tune is Dixie Hoedown. And that's because you have a lot of eighth notes here. So you're moving your pick twice as fast as everybody else is when you're playing this together. So let's take a look at Dixie Hoedown. You see the first note is that bass string, that 0. So it starts like this. You're just going to play that bass string with a 0. And then you're going to start with the in and out strumming. Let me play that for you. Strumming. The first note is that 0 on the bass string. Let's slow it down and see what we can do with this. So let's start with that. 2. You got that first on measure 34. That first 0, 1, 3 chord is held for 2 beats. So it's sounds a little syncopated there because you're expecting to play it twice in a row, but you're actually holding the first 0, 1, 3 chord for 2 beats. So this is the way it sounds. Measure 33 to measure 36, that first line only of Dixie Hoedown, and then we'll look at the next part. It's almost the same. So let's be ready to pluck our bass string, and we're going to start on the 2, 3, 2, 1, and I start with my ring finger and put my thumb down on the 3 when I'm playing this 2, 3, 2, 1, 0 in the middle string. You do what's comfortable for your fingers. So here we go. We're plucking that 0. Let's try that again. My cohorts here are having a little trouble with that, and I bet you are too. So let's start that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Starts with measure 33. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. On the line starting with measure 37. We have the same thing in that first measure. And then you're going to go out, in, out, and then you're going to do a lot of out, in. So I'll try to say out, in this time as we start with measure 37 and go through the end of that line. All right, you ready to pluck that 0? 2, out, 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 in, out, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. All right, let's try that measure 39 there, where it starts 2, 1, 0, 2, 1, it's like a finger dance. You don't really move anything except pick up a finger and you just stay in the same area of on your Dulcimer fretboard. So starting with that measure 39, starting 201, 210, and we're in and out strong. Here we go. And that last note of that measure, of measure 39, is a quarter note. It gets a whole beat, and so we're playing it out and holding it. So let's play Dixie Hoedown. We'll go slow. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now wait a minute. You gotta hold that first one, 0, 1, 3, 2 beats. So let's start that again. 1, 2. Sounds like we're playing fast because we have all those eighth notes in there. Actually, that's pretty slow. We'll try to slow it down one more time. We'll play it one more time. I want you to play with us as well as you can, you intermediate to advanced. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Dixie Hoedown part. Now at the end we have a tag. And when I say bring it home, we'll go back to Wild and Cabbage and everybody will play that. And we'll skip right down to the Shave and a Haircut ending. And the Shave and a Haircut ending, I'm going to start with my thumb on the 7 and reach down to the 4, and this is the way it sounds. So I'm thumb, ring, and then the 2 chords. I'm playing the 6 and a half or 4 chord with my thumb and my ring and my 3rd finger. You can play it however it's more comfortable for you, but that 6 and a half, 4, 4 chord at the end of the Shave and a Haircut, and then slide up. And you can either drop your pointer on the 5 as you slide up to the 7, or you could slide your whatever finger you have on the 4 up to the 5. So let's practice the Shave and a Haircut. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you notice we have a little half rest there before the 4/4 chord. So it's rest. There we go, that's the ending. Now, we're going to play it as a medley, and we don't have all the parts because y'all are not with us today. But what you will do when we play this is play up to the point where you are comfortable that you can play correctly. So it could be that you could play the whole thing, and that'd be wonderful. It could be that you only go to Soldier's Joy right now, and that would be good. But you go as far as you can, and then you play that same part over and over and over. So I'm going to go to the end with the Dixie Hoedown. You're going to play where?
At least as far as Tell My Ma.
Tell My Ma. And you're going to play?
Probably the same place as
Why
that.
don't you play Wild and Cabbage, because we need somebody to have that rhythm going. Now, whoever plays Wild and Cabbage, you got to be careful not to get too fast. Okay. And you know why? Because people who are playing Dixie Hoedown, if you're playing Wild and Cabbage at breakneck speed, they're not going to be able to get all those 8 notes in there and sound like anything. So we're going to keep it an even tempo. Right now we'll play it slowly because we're just learning it. So starting with Fiddling Around, everybody will start on Boiled Cabbage and then you'll go as far as you can go comfortably and accurately. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's start it. You start boiling cabbage and we'll come in, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Especially when we all are trying to play something different. So it's really important that we listen to each other. And I miss y'all so much. We miss you so much. We're hoping that you're keeping up on your practice time, and we're hoping that very soon we'll get to see you again. Meantime, happy strumming.